Paul, I've heard that builders quite like working with you. Would you be able to tell me why? I thought builders hated architects.
I think I'm just such a nice guy. That's what they like about it. What the builders really like is the level of our what I call documentation. So what I have in front of me is a set of our working drawings, and it's that the builders like. There's 50 A1 sheets of drawings here.
50
A1 sheets of drawings. So what we, there's a lot of information. So what the builders like is the information is all there. They're not waiting for information. So we have selected every material, every tap, every toilet roll holder for the project. So it helps with their scheduling, with their ordering and their costing. They can work out those costs. They can order them and pay for them early if they want to. But so then, the drawings consist of very detailed dimensioned plans. And we've done things like slab plans. There's all the different levels, roof plans. I take a lot of flip through every drawing, but we've then got a dimensioned slab plan, so they can for their slab set out as well. Highly dimensioned, and then ceiling plans as well, showing all the aircon. All the aircon layout with the aircon registers, aircon vents, all the elevations from the outside, but again, dimensions, all the levels on there. We try and consider everything before we go to site. So there's no ambiguity with the materials, with the details, and then of course there's a lot of very, very detailed sections through the site. But again, every junction, everything is considered. Every detail is considered.
And so what are these? I see there's a lot of circled bits. What are they?
So we draw a section which is a cut through the plan, if you like, and then we take details from that. That means detail 37 on drawing A412. It's a fairly standard convention. All the windows are drawn out, so they can be sent off to doors and windows can be sent off to a door and window supplier, and then those details we're looking at are drawn at a much bigger scale. But then for example, this detail here is showing how the sliding door frames are concealed in the wall. So the builder knows exactly what we're wanting there and how to build it. He's not having to make it up himself. It's been thought through in the office and drawn on paper for the builder to then build.
And so, how does that help the builder? Does that mean he makes less mistakes, or
all of that? So it's all thought through for him. You can imagine being on site trying to think through where how does that fit into the wall. Well, we've told him what dimension, what opening to allow for it. It makes it quicker for him. Ultimately, you'll save money for the client because he's not waiting for information, so that's time. He's not guessing at information. So he knows what work he has to do. He knows what materials he has to order. It's all here.
And so some builders might receive some plans which don't have these details, is that right? And then they have to try and figure it out, or they have to go back for information?
For both of those things. So this is kind of old school. All work was done like this once. But I think what builders complain about is they're not getting enough information, or so they then, or it's not been decided. It's not been worked out. It's not been detailed. It's not been decided. So when they're waiting for information, it's time, right? Or if they're waiting for a product selection, again, that's time. They might, and they don't know what it costs. So it's very difficult for them to allow for it. So let me show you. The other thing we do is all the interiors. So these are, there's a bathroom, for example, and then all the elevations on the bathroom at a bigger scale. So the cabinet maker, a builder and the cabinet maker work off these, and we work with the client to sort of work all this out. But all the materials, all the details, all the products are laid out on these drawings. Highly detailed drawing. Takes a while, but it's worthwhile. In the end, it takes us some time, but in the end, it's worthwhile.
And so this is all done before the builder even goes to site?
Long before the builder goes to site. So what the great advantage is they can price it accurately because they know right down to every toilet roll holder what's in it. It can be priced accurately. They know how it's going to be built, the sequence of construction, what's required in terms of the details, so they don't have to guess at that. They don't have to allow anything special, any extra for that. They know what they're doing. In the end, it makes the work easier, probably more enjoyable for the builder, and in the end it saves the client money.
So it saves the client money because the builder doesn't have to guess about what they have to allow for.
All the
There's no
information.
ambiguity, and then the builder doesn't have to waste any time when the site's at standstill because they're waiting for decisions.
But also, that's exactly right, but also from the client, because we're doing this beforehand, it's all done when it goes to site. There's nothing else for them to do. And then we can design everything holistically. You can choose the tile and the vanity top together, choose the colours together, and the taps, all those kind of things. I know of projects where the builder goes, what taps do you want? We're about to put them in. But all that kind of thing has a flow-on effect because different taps are set up differently in the wall. You need to know that pretty early on,
So it saves things even being redone on site, which costs time and money as well.
That's what other builders. It doesn't happen on our jobs because they're all worked out in the office beforehand. That's just design. That's good design.
And so you mentioned that there's over 50 drawings here for this project.
Yeah.
How many drawings would say another designer or an architect typically produce for a project?
I don't know that. If they're doing the level that we're doing, then they're doing the same amount of work. But builders complain about not getting enough information.
So I've seen a lot of architectural drawings in my time, and usually you see maybe 10 or 20 drawings, but not 50. So there's a really high level of detail here.